and we presume that Christian B is in one of those vehicles. He's been in prison, as we said, for 7 years. Let's go live to our crime correspondent, Martin Brunt. This is a huge moment, Martin. Just tell us what you saw and the implications.
He was in one of those vehicles. He was in the black Audi driven by his lawyer and given that 4 police van escort. So in the last 20 minutes, it was a short walk and a fast car to freedom for Christian B. His lawyer was allowed to drive into the prison. He got into the car there after some processing of his departure. And then with that police van escort, they sped away from the prison. And we really don't have any idea where he's headed. Presumably his lawyer, Friedrich Fulcher, is going to take him some way from this area. He was, when he was last a free man in Germany, living in Braunschweig, which is about 45 minutes drive from here. I can't imagine for a moment that he'll go back there, because he has alienated, because of the emergence of his criminal past and the suspicion about Madeleine McCann case. He won't be welcome there, and it's difficult to know where he will go, but he is rather restricted in his movements, because we learned overnight that the prison authorities got permission to fit him with an ankle bracelet, an electronic tag. He's had to surrender his passport, so he has to stay within Germany, and he has to give the probation authorities a note of where he's living, and if he wants to change where he's living, then again that has to be re-registered. So we don't know whether he's got family or friends who are going to help him to readjust to life on the outside, but he's a free man, although he remains the suspect in the Madeleine McCann case, because the German prosecutor who's in charge of this case has made it clear in interviews recently, and certainly told me in an interview 2 weeks ago, that he is the only suspect, and investigators will pursue him as that suspect and continue to look for evidence they hope will give them enough evidence to charge him. Remember that he's never been questioned by the German authorities, he's never been arrested, and he's certainly not been charged in the Madeleine case, although that prosecutor has repeatedly said that he believes that Christian B is the abductor and the murderer of Madeleine McCann. So he's in a pretty invidious position for a man who's just won his freedom. And I should point out that he's been released here today because he's just completed a 7-year sentence for an unrelated rape.